true identity. In this state of being is total freedom. Now you can create whatever story you want. But you always remember, you are not your story. You are the consciousness that assumes or identifies with different stories, and then that is what we call karma. But going to this level, pure being, and introducing an intention from this level is the way to manifest the intention. Now for simplicity, I asked you, become aware of your heartbeat. How many people became aware of their heartbeat? How many people experienced that? Okay, how many people experienced it in their fingertips? Okay, so now you are using what is called subtle intention to change the activity of your heart, your brain, etc. And then finally I said, experience your whole body as pulsing with light. Now that takes a little practice, but the more you do this, the more you go to this level of transcendence, and from there you introduce intention. Whatever that intention is, that intention will create synchronicity, because it will organize itself from the level of pure being. So this is a very basic intention, meditation, which allows you to go deep into your level of being, and you start making choices from that level. If I make choices from that level, that's called intentional living. And finally, I understand that reality is not what I perceive, reality is the being or spirit or consciousness that allows me to selectively create my perceptual reality, including that of my body. Okay, so this you should practice if you can. If today we learned one thing, this is one thing you can do. You can also go on chopracentermeditation.com. It's free. And you can now, we have meditation in English and in Spanish with Ismail Kala. So you can get that and you can practice that, and you will see that this is the most effective way of transforming your body and experiencing your subtle body. Subtle body means the body that gives rise to the physical body. And then we go deeper, you experience your soul body. So as we go deeper into this, and also if at night, before you go to sleep, you introduce the intention, just before you go to sleep, introduce the intention that you will be aware of your body. And soon you'll have the witnessing experience of your body. So you'll see that your body is there, it's sleeping, it's dreaming, but you're observing it. And that will solidify your experience of your soul. The more experience we have from this level of existence, the more powerful our intentions become, the more intuition we have, the more freedom we have to make choices, and ultimately, because this level is not in space and time, we experience what are called psychic abilities. You can see something in the distance, you can communicate with people in the distance, you can look into the future, in the past, because you are actually coming from this deep level of being. That's the value of transcendence. So practice that even in your sleep. And that leads to a state of consciousness which we call cosmic consciousness. And that leads to the next stage of consciousness which we call divine consciousness or God consciousness, and ultimately to unity consciousness, which is called enlightenment. So what I'd like to do is, before we finish, if we can show one video only, okay, and this is